Oh, spring bulk day number 107. I don't know how much I weighed today. I'll make sure to weigh myself for tomorrow's video and we can get a little weight check in. 260. It's looking elusive, but I mean, if you don't aim big, what's your prerogative, you know? Do you not want to go anywhere in life? So, so this was quote unquote, well, not even quote unquote, legitimately the last day of class that I have. So, I had a variety of things which I needed to have finished by midnight, or right around then, if because one of my professors was fine if I emailed some files and stuff. But today was not awesome for bulking. I tell you what, God, I had so much fucking just sitting on the desk. Oh, it's over. Well, finals, but basically over. So now I can focus on what really matters. Back day. It's 2:30 in the morning right now. Not ideal, but I've done worse. So, hey man, don't look at that as a negative. I hear 2:30 in the morning. That means empty gym. Don't have to worry about waiting for any machines. All the handles and attachments are going to be open. It's perfect. So I'm probably going to start off with some kind of, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do. I've been kind of following this workout plan where I start off with 4-ish sets of heavy rows and then move on to some pull down movements, maybe do another rowing movement, maybe do a pullover movement, and then finish with some kind of something, either a pull down or a cable row or whatever. Doing an even mix of rows and pull downs I think is probably going to be good for your development, because if you only do rows, you may get a overly developed just upper and mid back, and if you never do pull downs, then you probably won't get those wide lats that everybody's looking for, right? It's not necessarily that direct, right? Obviously if you do rows, you're still going to work your lats, and if you do pull downs, you're still going to work a little bit of your back. It kind of just, each exercise is going to bias a different portion, but in my mind the back is going to get worked no matter what you're doing, right? When you do rows, I'd say that's pretty much working the whole thing. You're going to get some traps activated, your rhomboids, those little kind of diamond shaped ones, and then your lats, your lower back, your erectors. So yeah, I guess pull downs, you're going to be working more lats. Well, that's what I call lat pull downs. But yeah, I don't like doing I just like to change up back day each time. Different lifts, different orders, whatever. But I'm not really one to do a lat focused day and then a upper back focused day. Just, after you do 2 weeks of that, right? Let's say you do back twice a week. If you do a full-on lat day where you double the volume for your lats, and then you do a full-on upper back day where the whole workout is upper back, right? At the end of that week, you've done the same amount of work as the guy who hit lats and upper back on the same lift each day. So do what you want. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. As long as you go hard, you're good. You'll make some gains for real. Deadlifts also I don't do. They're just hard, man. Deadlifts are hard, and you're just not gonna. If you do deadlifts, I mean, do them, whatever. But you're working your glutes, your hamstrings, ton of lower back, right? The whole point of back day for me is to build all this shit up around my torso. I'm as a bodybuilder, you're not necessarily here for strength. But if you want to deadlift, there's nothing wrong with that. Just working into your training. So enough of that. Let's go greet the empty gym. Oh man. Yeah, that was a fucking pretty intense back day. No dilly-dallying, considering there's fucking nobody in here to do it with. Okay, let's check the pump. That's pretty freaky right there, just the fucking belts. Let's make sure we're in frame. Whoops. Holy fuck. Oh yeah. That width. Holy, that's fucking freaky, man. This is probably up there with one of the best back pumps ever. Yeah. Probably without fucking question. All right. That's enough posing down. Almost. So yeah, I mean, heavy ass sets in the beginning. Then some more heavy ass sets for the pull downs, at least the initial ones. And then that seated set of the, like the 2-arm cable row. That one was still pretty heavy too, but those were more, slow and controlled reps as compared to the, those first, just swinging, manhandling the weight reps. And then what did I do after that? All right. Yeah. Wait, what the fuck did I do? 4 sets of barbell. 4 sets of barbell. 2 sets of the weird pull down. 3 sets of that seated row. Okay. Oh, I almost fucking forgot the workout I just did. Holy shit. But that was a quick one. That maybe took, 45 minutes. Or probably less, after I actually got into the groove of it. But when you guys ask, like, how long does a workout take? It's, in real life, it gets kind of inflated, like, if there's people in here and I'm talking, then I could take extra long rest periods, which would, make me be in the gym longer. So the exact times that your workout takes, I mean, it's got a little bit of, it's like slightly arbitrary, but for the most part, I'd say if you're actually, kind of going quick, you're not wasting too much time, you're doing your 8 to 12 sets per muscle group, then, a muscle group individually shouldn't take too much longer than 45 minutes or so. Like all I had today was back, so yeah, 45 minutes. But when I have legs, that's hamstrings as one muscle group, and then quads, that's gonna be more like a 90-minute, 2-hour lift. And then arms, again, even though arms are so much fucking smaller than legs, still probably gonna take a a similar amount of time, because again, it's 2 muscle groups, right? So chest, which I had yesterday, that was a quick lift, because it was just the 1 muscle group, right? You understand what I'm saying here? So I've been in here for, 2 hours before, but it's just because I happen to have more volume that day. When people make the argument like, if you're in the gym for 2 hours, you're not training hard enough. They've got a little bit of a point, but, what happens if you are training hard enough and your sets are hard? So I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about how long your lift takes. But I mean, if you're in here for 3 hours and you're just doing chest, you got to rethink something. So I'm gonna go sit down, scroll TikTok, and do calves. All I do is sit on the seated calf machine. You know, maybe 20 reps on the right foot, 20 reps on the left. Heavy enough that I get a good burn, but I'm not really hitting them like that crazy. If your calves are like really small, maybe you should go a bit harder on them. But and after that, we can get in the car. Oh. Okay. It's beyond late. Let's fucking roll. Let's skedaddle. Let's mosey on back to the crib so I can get some more food in me. God damn it. I'm gonna slam the... Oh, god damn it. I don't want to drink the dextrose and drive. I'd rather just get it in first. I think, based on the comments, that I've oversold dextrose. Like, look, it's not a game changer. Okay, it's definitely going to improve your recovery, for sure. But, you know, it's like I said, when I reference the dextrose, I compare that to like taking your vitamins and taking creatine. You know, it's just little things that you can add up together, which is going to improve your results over the long term. You know, you're not just going to take your dextrose and start freaking out. Or maybe you will, I don't know. Fuck. Like I say, maybe a bazillion times, I'm not a scientist. So, let's just give me dextrose. Yeah, it's good. It's real good. Okay. There we go. Now let's get out of here. So, in terms of my academics, I have some bad some bad habits. This is a classic phrase I'll sort of tell myself. And I don't condone it. But if you wait until the last minute, and it only takes a minute. No, that's not good. That is not good. Study slowly over time. Best method. But that's almost done. I get to chill out in summer sun. We're gonna be I'm going with the family's doing a whole ass like get together trip down to one of the Carolinas. So fun of the sun on the beach. That's nice. That'll be cool. It's actually so we've been there before, and there's a gym that I like there. It'll be kind of funny to compare myself now to then, because I think that was like, ooh, that was a long, that had to be 4 years ago maybe, or long, probably 4. But yeah, I was definitely smaller back then. So yeah, in terms of extracurriculars, wasn't always a lifter, right? I've said this before, but I mean, you know, a lot of new subs, of course, they're not all caught up yet, even though you should be. No, whatever. So yeah, some more lore. When I was a really little kid, all of us swam at like the public pool. It was like a summer type thing, the summer league. Like me and my sister and my brother would all bike down there and shit real early in the morning. And after the swim team would be done practicing, the dive team would practice. Me and my brother always wanted to do that shit because that was fun. You're just flipping around into the water. So I did that fucking every summer since I was a little kid. And then, like, in high school and shit, I did that the first year of college. I was doing fucking 3.5s. Imagine me jumping up in the air, 3 flips, and then landing headfirst in the water. Honestly, I'll be real with you, I can still do it. Just give me like a week to stretch out and make sure I'm limber so I don't, like, pull a hamstring or something. But there will be I'll get some videos of me doing that eventually. I'm sure you'd love to see it, especially in my current state. But yeah, that shit was fun. What else? Yeah, fuck, that's pretty much it. It was kind of fucked up because they would have like a sports lifting in the morning, and then a practice after class, and then of course I'm gonna do my own lift because you're not gonna get big doing an athletic trainer's workout for the most part. So that was just a bit much. Really had to pick one. I think in the end, this was the focusing on the lifting. That ended up being the better deal. Most certainly. So just a little drop of history for you. So I'm gonna go home. I got my vitamins to take. Luckily, no fucking overdue homework anymore. Now I only have 5 things to do. I've only got 5 more things to do this semester. 4 finals, and then 1 kind of like design project, which is kind of fucked. It's gonna be hard, but whatever. See what I'm saying? I don't have to do that right now. I saved that problem for future me. So let's reference the mindset again in the gym. I was kind of talking about in the beginning. What was I? Oh man, I was about to get mad deep, and now I forget. But yeah, if you're in the gym and you're getting ready to do a set, right? Explain to me why you wouldn't want to just fucking get, like, I don't want to say angry, right? It kind of seems like that because you're grunting or whatever. It's more of like well, I don't know what I would call it. Maybe exhilarated. Let's just say excited. Why wouldn't you want to huff and puff, get excited, turn your music up, and go crazy every time you do a set? Right? That's one of the best things about lifting is, there's technique. There's legit technique. There's there's genetics are going to play a role. All sorts of other things are definitely going to affect your results. But overall, for everybody, your time in the gym will be more effective if you can simply put in more effort into your sets. You don't need. I think it gets kind of silly when I see somebody like legit bodybuilders when they have a trainer with them, like just like making minute changes when they're doing reps. I'm sure they're giving them some really good tips and they know some really niche workouts and whatever, but once you get the basics down, all you got to do, you go in the gym and you just fucking, I don't want to say go crazy, but I kind of do want to say go crazy, right? Let's think, how long was I actually doing reps during that workout? Maybe 15 minutes total with breaks in between, and that's per day. Obviously, maybe a little more if I'm doing like more muscle groups, but just 15 net minutes per day of, pushing yourself physically. And that's going to give you crazy, like, visible results to your physique. Doesn't seem like, that fair of a deal, It seems like you're getting off easy. But take with that what you will. Before, you really got to focus on, the perfect back workout, or, the most optimal rep ranges. If you can get the intensity down, then it won't be too hard for you to go places. And again, getting to the point of how this shit isn't that complicated. I just saw a post where it was like, Chris Bumstead dropped his back day, and it was like maybe 6 exercises in a row, or like, written out, and it was just like fucking rows and pull downs. Like, it's not fucking complicated, you just go in, hit your targeted muscle for your desired amount of sets and reps. I would say, well, what I pretty much preach when I tell you guys this is, like, you should do about 8 to 12 sets per muscle, right? Per muscle group, per se. And by the time you've done that many sets, and they're actually hard, you should be fully pumped, which is a good sign that you did everything you can, right? Pushing yourself past that pump, and you're just sitting there wearing yourself down. Sure, you're going to be putting in effort, but you've already stimulated growth, right? You've passed the point of just, muscular stimulation, and now you're building up. Like, it's just not worth it. I've made this sort of reference before. Obviously, if you do 0 sets, you get 0 results. If you do 1 set, of course you're going to get a little more than 0. If you do 2, you're going to get a bit more. 3, you're going to get a bit more. And up here in this peak, right, that's where I would say 8 to 12. And a lot of other people basically say the same shit. And then, as you keep going, it may not drop off that sharply, but it's going to start to drop off. Or at least not be any better. Mike Mentzer always said some shit like, you want to do the minimum amount possible in the gym to stimulate growth, and then leave. Right? Because that's the point. You're just going into the gym to break down your muscles enough that when you go home and eat food and rest, they're going to build themselves back up stronger. I'm a Mike Mentzer fan, in a sense. I don't know about all this 2 sets per body part per week type deal. That's a little crazy to me. But, he's definitely got some knowledge. I'm sure if he was here nowadays, he'd sound like a more intense version of JPG or something. Not that JPG is not intense. He's a pretty big guy. But enough of that. Hit a lot of points this car talk. Hit a variety of points with this one. So like I was saying, home, food, vitamins, and then bed. It's definitely going to feel nice to go to sleep knowing I don't have anything to do tomorrow except for the lift. And it's going to be an arm day. I'm already excited. So cardio in the morning, and I will see you next time.